Imagine if you could get on the property ladder for just $10,000. Sound too good to be true? 2/3 of young Aussies fear they'll never be able to buy a home. This might be the solution.
We are selling. We sell, buyers. We can buy you so much happiness.
Hi everyone, welcome to my house.
It's only money.
Here I am with this house here now.
Sold.
Happy first home buyers. They've jumped the queue and got a foot in the door with just a $10,000 deposit.
We are now seeing 19 and 20-year-olds buying property again.
But for others, the story goes more like this.
Saving a 20% deposit of the median Australian house price of $583,000 will take 10 years.
High-priced homes, supersized mortgages, and barely hope of ever getting in.
We are absolutely in dire straits when it comes to housing.
So, what's the answer? Chris Ferris reckons he's got it.
Well, have you ever done one of these before?
Not one of these, no, not to this extent.
So this is all new and exciting.
Yes, it is. It is new and exciting, but we've got a great message to tell.
It's called Coposit, a place where you can secure property for $10,000 and pay off the deposit as it's being built. And it's as simple as signing up on a phone app.
A lot of the problem in the past is, you start saving and then all of a sudden the goalposts move and the market's moved. You take that 6 or 10 years to save and the property market just runs away from you again and you're sort of back to square one. This is ground zero, this is where it all began.
This has been the pilot for the past 2 years. 60 of the 97 units in this block at Seven Hills in Sydney's West were bought off the plan through Coposit.
Pretty huge, as you can see, the views are pretty good as well.
Shashank Sharna's just moved in. This is the 37-year-old's first home, a 2-bed, 2-bath for just over $500,000.
I'm pretty happy, to be honest.
Shashank worried he'd be trapped renting.
You don't have to pay the lump sum in one go. You basically can opt for a monthly repayment.
We've got the kitchen where the magic happens. My
27-year-old Majel Korpov found out about the platform through her boss, a developer.
Well, you start off with a $10,000 initial deposit and they hold that for you until it's time to settle. So it's basically like another Afterpay or I know PayPal has the installments.
There is absolutely no fees or charges for the purchasers to use Coposit. So how we make our money is of course from the developer and developer to be onto the platform as well. So we charge very similar to like a marketplace, being on our platform and having the project live and on a per sale basis.
CEO Chris Ferris says Coposit now has developers signed up for housing projects across 4 states.
To get a project off the ground and to help with supply in the market, which we know is another massive issue, developers need to undertake pre-sales. So they need to pre-sell their building before they can get their project off the ground.
From the point of signing on, the repayments are timed out to coincide with the completion of the build.
You've got 3 months. What if Joe Blow just cannot get the rest?
People really need to understand their financial position before going into Coposit or any off-the-plan property purchase. That's really important.
And what if the developer runs into trouble?
If something goes wrong on the developer side, so for example, there's, we know in the industry the construction difficulties groups are facing. So Coposit is licensed and we hold the funds until completion occurs.
I think what we're seeing here is a real symptom of the challenge of getting into the property market in Australia at the moment.
Domain's Alice Stoltz has analysed Coposit. She says while it's great for some, it's not great for all.
There is a bit of a but here. I think you have to be cautious when looking at this idea because the idea about having a 20% deposit for a property is to ensure that you can ultimately pay back a mortgage.
It's a lot of money that a lot of us don't have. These first home buyers are now paying the bank, but that first hurdle to home ownership is behind them.
Home ownership, home loans, it's been done the same for decades. Will this shake up this industry for good?
I think it should. I think sometimes just because that's the way we've always done it, that's the way it always should be. I think that's a dangerous sentiment.